Let us start. Today, see, till now we discussed two important concepts, okay, in Selenium. First one is
Expert.
working with the different types of basic elements like text box, button, link, drop downs, checkbox, radio button. These objects we have seen, right? How to write a code to work with basic operations with basic elements. And another important topic we have discussed locators. Locators means how to identify different types of web elements in the web page using Selenium. What locators we'll be using. We discussed how many locators are there. How many
Yeah,
locators we discussed?
around
Seven or eight? Six?
yeah, seven.
Eight locators. Eight are there. Okay, clear? By ID, by name,
Yes, sir.
link text, partial link text, class name, and tag name, and XPath and CSS path. So these are all eight different types of locators we can use to identify web elements in the web page using Selenium. It is another important topic. Okay, it is basic topic that we should understand very clearly. Okay, and now today we will discuss about two things. One is that is called these concepts today concepts, right, coming under synchronization. The new concept we are going to discuss today, synchronization. What is the synchronization means? Under synchronization we have different concepts. Today we are going to discuss page loading. That is one thing. And implicit wait. Page loading and implicit wait. These two will be discussing today. Implicit wait. Are you clear? Page loading and implicit wait under synchronization concept. First, let us discuss what is a synchronization. Synchronization. So, synchronization means in Selenium how to implement synchronization. What is a synchronization? First of all, so synchronization means nothing but, see, during our automation script execution, okay, sometimes application will take more time. Say Selenium will be running. Let us open first Selenium. Let me open Selenium. Sorry, ma, I have to install Java in my system. So yesterday, actually, I have reinstalled my OS. Second, java.com, right? Let me install Java quickly. Chrome install. What is this, mo? Okay, let me explain now before it completes execution. Say synchronization means it is one important automation concept. Synchronization in every automation tool, this feature should be supported in all automation tools. Why it is very much required in automation scripts? See, automation scripts will be executed by either QTP or Selenium, like that, right? So you are writing some script and you are running that script in Selenium. So the Selenium WebDriver will execute those steps, whatever we have scripted in the automation script. the Selenium WebDriver will execute those steps very fast. It won't take even 1 second of time to execute one step in the application. Understand? That means the WebDriver will execute the steps which are defined in the automation script very fast. So just like that, it will finish execution of automation test case steps. So, but sometimes application will take some time, long time, to respond to the action that we executed by automation script. For example, I'll tell you one good example. Say, for example, we are navigating from one page to another page by clicking some next button, or by clicking some link. In the web page, you are clicking some link. That link opens another web page, or it is navigating from it is navigating to another new URL after clicking the link. So when it is navigating to new URL, the web browser or web application may take some time to load that web page. Are you clear? So you might have experienced that. See, while you are working with Gmail or while you are browsing in the net, you could observe that the web pages will take some time to load that web page completely in the browser. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that means, see, when Selenium script clicks a link and it opens a web page, but that web page is taking some time to load that web page content completely in the browser. Suppose before completion of that web page loading, if Selenium WebDriver executes the next step in the script, what will happen? Are you getting my point here? Selenium WebDriver executed one step. What is that step? Clicking the link. One link is clicked by Selenium WebDriver execution. Then it is opening the new page. So that page is not yet completely loaded. But before loading that web page, if Selenium WebDriver executes the next step in that new web page, what will happen? That web page is not yet loaded, is it right? So that web page is still loading, but before completion of that web page loading, if Selenium WebDriver tries to click or try to click any element in that web page which is still loading, what will happen? It will fail.
It will throw error.
Yeah, it will throw error because
Yeah.
that web page is not completely loaded, and before that, that means the web page is not ready. Is it right? That application is not ready. Still, it is loading. But before completing that loading process, if the script is executed, next step, then definitely it will fail. Why it is getting failed? There is some time gap between the Selenium WebDriver or automation tool, I could say, and the application and the application. Are you clear? So there is some time
Yes,
gap
sir.
between the application and Selenium WebDriver tool. That means a speed mismatch. Application is sometimes takes a long time to complete its process, but Selenium WebDriver is not taking much time to execute each step in the script. It is very fast in execution of steps in the script, but sometimes application may not respond at the same speed of the automation tool. So in that scenario, there is some time gap will be erased. Is it right? So during this time, the automation tool, if it executes any step when application is not ready, that means application is doing some process, either loading, okay, or fetching the data from database, or connecting the server, still connecting. It is taking long time to connect the server. So these kind of a process may be going on in the application. So during this time, the automation tool should not execute any step because application is not ready state, not in ready state. It is in something processing is going on in the application. So at this point of time, the automation tool, any automation tool, not only Selenium, This concept is a generalized concept. It is applicable for all automation tools. Are you clear? So any automation tool should wait until that application is ready. Are you getting my point? Until that application is ready, the automation tool should wait. It should not execute next step. So how you can make this automation tool to wait until that application is ready or until that page loading is completed? Understand? So this mechanism is called synchronization. That means synchronizing the automation tool with application. Are you clear? The process of synchronization means nothing but we have to instruct the automation tool to wait until application is ready. If the application is not ready, if the application is not in ready state, then wait. Don't execute the next step. The mechanism, the process of instructing the QTP or Selenium or any automation tool to wait until application get ready to execute the next step. This process or this mechanism is called synchronization. Are you clear? So this synchronization can be achieved in different ways. There are different options are available to achieve this synchronization. Depends upon the situation. Understand? So that is called synchronization concept. Synchronization means what I can say. Synchronization is a mechanism
It's a
or,
time gapping.
or a process of instructing the automation tool to wait until application under test is get ready to execute next step. Are you clear? What is a synchronization means? The synchronization is a process of instructing the automation tool to wait until application under test is get ready to execute next step. Understand? It is the definition of synchronization. So there are different ways that we can achieve this synchronization in the automation script. We can achieve the synchronization when synchronization is required.
Loading time, the page loading
Yeah, it is
and
what
pop-up loading.
what is synchronization? Okay, what is synchronization? What is synchronization? Answer: when synchronization is required, first of all, if automation tool and application, okay, are not or we can say that to synchronize means bridging, to bridge the time gap. Is that right? To bridge the time gap.
It's a,
So synchronize means what it means? What we are doing here? We are bridging the time gap to synchronize automation tool with application. Understand? Are you clear?
it's a,
If there is a time gap between, one second, I will be back. Yes, ma. Okay. So to synchronize the bridge, to synchronize the automation tool with application, if there is a time gap between them, if there is any time gap, understand ma? When we need to use this synchronization concept. See, we can achieve this
Sure.
synchronization by using different options in Selenium. In Selenium, depends upon the situations. Okay, are you clear? Now, the first option is page loading. See, when we use this option, page loading option, if you want to make Selenium WebDriver or any automation tool to wait until application completes its loading process. That means I want Selenium WebDriver to wait until page loading is completed. I don't want to execute immediately without loading the page completely. Understand? When you should use this page loading, it is one important thing. What is the page loading? When we should use this page loading? This option will be used to make Selenium WebDriver to for completing wait for page loading completed. Page loading completed. Are you clear? Now that is one option. And another option, implicit wait. Implicit wait. When we use this implicit wait is okay, done. When we use implicit wait is suppose you are running one step in the Selenium script. Okay, suppose you are trying to click some link element in the web page, but that link element is not at displayed, or that link is disabled, that link is not identified properly, or that link is not completely something not displayed in the web page. It is taking some time, it is still not completed, or still that element, suppose there is some issue in the identification, or that link is currently disabled, but after some time it may become enabled. That means if there is any issue in any step execution in the Selenium script, then what Selenium WebDriver will do? It will throw error. But I don't want to throw error immediately. If any error occurs at any step in a Selenium script, I want to wait for some time. Understand? I want to give some time. I want to give some waiting time. That means to Selenium WebDriver. That means I want Selenium WebDriver to take some time. If any step, if there is an issue in the execution of at any step, in any step, I want Selenium WebDriver to take some time and check it once again whether that step can be executed or not within some stipulated time. If it can be executed after some time within some stipulated time period of time, it can continue the execution. Suppose for example 30 seconds. I want to wait for 30 seconds. Suppose if the link it is, I'm trying to click a link, but that link is not enabled. Okay, that means suppose I'm trying to click a link, that link is not yet enabled, but when it is not enabled, the step will be failed, the script will be failed. If I add implicit wait statement in the Selenium script, Selenium will not throw error immediately. it will wait for some time. It will wait for some time. It will try once again whether that link can be clicked or not. If it is not able to click that element within that time period of time, then it will throw error. Understand the point? Implicit wait. That means implicitly. Implicit means internally, automatically. Okay. So that means we are in, what this option will do. This this will instruct Selenium WebDriver to to wait wait for some maximum period of time. If there is any issue, or there is an issue in the step execution, in the execution of script. Understand what implicit wait will do? If at any step, if there is any issue in the execution, the Selenium WebDriver can wait for some time. How it can wait for some time? By adding implicit wait statement in the Selenium program, in the Selenium script. Got it? Are you clear,
Yes, sir.
Govind? What I am explaining?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The difference, the difference I understand is implicit wait means maximum we can mention the number, but page loading means where we cannot mention the maximum number, sir.
No, no,
Waiting,
no,
waiting.
no,
While.
wrong, Govind.
Mhm.
See, in page loading also,
Okay.
we can define some maximum time. This option will be used to make Selenium WebDriver to wait for page loading to complete
Mm-hmm.
to complete within maximum maximum time, within some maximum time. Are you clear? In page loading also we can
Okay.
define some time limit. I want to wait for 60 seconds
Mhm.
to complete the page loading process. Understand?
Okay.
That means this page loading option we use only for to wait to complete the loading process, page loading process. But when this implicit wait will be working, if there is any issue at any step in the script execution, I want to wait for some time. I don't want to throw error immediately. Understand? This is the situation when
Okay.
we use this implicit wait. And there is one more, explicit wait. Explicit wait. What is this is, it will instruct Selenium WebDriver to wait for some condition, to wait for some condition, some expected condition to satisfy within maximum period of time. Are you clear? What is the explicit wait? It will instruct Selenium WebDriver to wait for some expected condition to satisfy. That means here, for what it is waiting here in the explicit wait? For some expected condition to meet, for some expected condition to occur in the application. Until that, it will wait within some maximum period of time. Understand the point here? The implicit wait waits if any error or any issue occurs at any step execution. Are you clear? And explicit wait waits for some expected condition to satisfy in the application within maximum period of time in the application, within maximum period of time. Are you clear? These are the three different options we can use to synchronize Selenium WebDriver with application in Selenium script. These are the three types of options we have that we can use in the Selenium script to synchronize the automation tool Selenium WebDriver with application. Understand the overall concept of synchronization, Govind? It is really very important in the real-time projects because we will be facing very frequently the synchronization issues. That means our script will be getting failed because of the application very slow sometimes. At some point of time, application will be very slow. So because of that slowness, poor performance of the application, the script will be failed. Then how we can fix that script failure? By adding synchronization point. These steps are called synchronization points: page loading, implicit wait, explicit wait, and there are some other options are there, synchronization options, but we should not use these options very very much. That means not preferred options. Sleep, it is one option. Sleep means it is nothing but wait statement. It is nothing but waiting for some time blindly. I can define sleep statement. Suppose if I want to make my Selenium WebDriver to wait for 10 seconds, or to wait for 1 minute, or to wait for 30 seconds, I can define a sleep statement with 30 seconds of time. Understand? Are you getting my point here? See, what is the difference between sleep and these three? Sleep is not preferred one. What it will do? Instructs Selenium WebDriver to wait for some time, to wait for specified time blindly. Understand? See, what is the difference between page loading or implicit wait or explicit wait and sleep statement? Govind, you get any idea? What is the difference between above three options and sleep? Sleep is not preferred one. It is not preferred. That means we should not use many sleep statements in the Selenium script. Why it is not preferred? See, example, I will give one simple example. If I define a page loading, I define a page loading statement with 60 seconds of time, maximum time. Okay? Are you getting my point? I define page loading statement with maximum time 60 seconds, maximum waiting time. Understand? Maximum wait time 60 seconds. What is this means? The Selenium WebDriver will wait for the application to complete page loading process within 60 seconds of time. Suppose if the application completes the page loading process in 30 seconds, then how much time this page loading statement will wait? You got my point here, Govind. What I'm asking, I defined a page loading statement with a 60 seconds of time in my Selenium script. Understand? Now, application completing its page loading process in 30 seconds. See, application completed page loading in 30 seconds. Now, what is the waiting time? How much time?
Yeah, remaining 30.
How much?
Yeah, remaining 30 seconds. 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
How much time Selenium WebDriver will be waiting?
Yeah, 60 seconds.
No, only 30 seconds.
Why, sir? We have put 60 seconds, right? Maximum wait time.
That is maximum waiting time. See, for what purpose? For what it is waiting here? Selenium WebDriver to complete page loading, correct?
Mm.
Yeah, but page loading completed in 30 seconds. So again,
How tool will identify, sir? Tool will identify the whenever the page gets loaded. That time the tool will identify. That time tool also will be identified. That one the tool will, immediately it will recognize those things.
yes, you are right. Selenium can identify whether application is in ready state or not.
Oh, okay, okay,
Whenever application is in ready state, that means page loading is completed, right?
okay.
Correct. So if the page loading is completed in 30 seconds, then why Selenium will wait for 60 seconds? As soon as page loading is completed, Selenium-Webdriver will not wait anymore time. It will execute immediately the next statement, next step. Whenever page loading is completed, immediately Selenium will execute the next step. When Selenium will wait for 60 seconds, suppose if the page loading is taking more than 60 seconds or 60 seconds to complete the page loading process. If the page loading is taking minimum of 60 seconds, 60 or more than 60 seconds, at that time, for example, if it takes 70 seconds to complete the page loading, then how much time Selenium will be waiting? What is the waiting time now?
60 seconds.
Only 60 seconds, because that is the maximum time we defined, correct? I want to wait
Yes.
maximum 60 seconds, not more than that. Suppose if the page loading is not completed within 60 seconds, Selenium will continue execution. The next step may be failed. Understand? But maximum it can wait 60 seconds, not more than 60 seconds of time. Understand? That means the page loading here, the page loading statement making Selenium WebDriver to wait intelligently for maximum of 60 seconds. Whenever page loading is completed within 60 seconds of time, the Selenium WebDriver immediately will come out from that waiting state and it will execute the next step immediately. Understand? That means the Selenium WebDriver will be keep monitoring whether page loading is complete or not. Play every second, it will be keep monitoring. Whenever that page loading is completed, immediately the Selenium WebDriver will execute the next step. So it won't wait any more time after page loading is completed within 60 seconds of time. Understand? Suppose if the page loading is complete in 5 seconds, but I defined 60 seconds of maximum time, but page loading is complete in 5 seconds, then how much time it will wait? Hmm?
Five, five
Only,
seconds.
only 5 seconds. It will wait only 5 seconds. So the remaining 55 seconds is saving, correct? It is not in waiting state for 55 seconds. It will be waiting only for 5 seconds. Understand the point here. Like this it will work. Same way the implicit and explicit wait also. Whatever the time you are defining in implicit wait and explicit wait is the maximum time. Understand? Are you clear? So whenever, suppose if I define here in the implicit wait statement, same thing, maximum time if I define, so here it is not a page loading time. What is this? Step execution. Step executed successfully within 30 seconds. Understand? Step executed in successfully 30 seconds. Then it will wait for only 30 seconds, not more than 30 seconds. If the step can be executed successfully within 5 seconds, it will wait for only 5 seconds, not more than 5 seconds. And same thing here. What is this? Expected condition. The expected condition should be satisfied. Expected condition satisfied in application in 30 seconds. Understand? Are you clear? But sleep, how sleep
Yes,
works?
sir.
How sleep works? Suppose if I write here sleep of 60 seconds, it waits. What is the waiting time here? 60 seconds. Understand? Sorry, sleep will be defined in milliseconds. So I have to give 60,000 milliseconds. So waiting time is here 60 seconds of time. So whatever the time you defined in the sleep statement, that is the time the Selenium WebDriver will be waiting blindly. Understand? So that means here there will be wasting of time sometimes. Suppose instead of using page loading time statement, if I use this statement, sleep statement, what will happen? Suppose page loading is complete in 5 seconds. But here I am using sleep statement, sleep of 60,000 milliseconds. This statement I have added instead of using page loading statement, where page loading is completed in 5 seconds. Understand my point here? If I use page loading, how much time Selenium WebDriver will be waiting? Only 5 seconds. When page loading is completed in 5 seconds. But if I use this sleep statement for 60,000 milliseconds, then, and even though page loading is completed in 5 seconds of time, still Selenium WebDriver will be waiting 60 seconds. Understand the point? See the comparison.
Yes, sir.
Suppose page loading is taking 5 seconds of time. Are you clear? Now, if we define page loading option, page loading statement with 60 seconds of maximum time, what is the waiting time here? What is the waiting time?
5 seconds.
Only 5 seconds. Is it
5
right?
seconds.
But if we define sleep statement with 60 seconds, with 60,000 milliseconds, are you clear, of maximum time, then what is the waiting time here? It is 60 seconds. Are you clear? Understand now the difference between sleep and other options in the synchronization. So because of this reason, the sleep is not preferred statement in the Selenium script. We should not use it very frequently. Understand? We should always try to use either some synchronization statement like implicit wait or explicit wait or page loading. We should avoid the sleep statement. If you use more sleep statements in the script, what is the disadvantage? It will increase the script execution time. The script execution time will be increased more. It will take more time to execute the script, to complete the script execution if you use more sleep statements. Understand? So that is the disadvantage. So if we use more sleep statements in the script, it increases script execution time. So that's why we should avoid using sleep statements in the script. Are you clear? This is the very important concept in automation script development, synchronization. Now let us see today.
Sir, can you
Yeah.
Sir, can you give the example for the implicit wait and explicit wait? Actually, the example given for the three, it looks like same only. For implicit wait, I understand for our error messages we are giving that implicit wait. Explicit wait we are giving for the expected condition. What is that expected, sir? Can you give an example?
Yeah.
Actually, for everything is for every we are having the expected only.
Yeah, yes, Govin. We will see that one by one in the script. Okay, don't worry. In the script with examples, we will execute it. First, let us see today. First thing, page loading. how to write the statement page loading, how to use it. Okay, let us see that in the Selenium script.
Okay.
We will see that in the Selenium script one by one. First, let me launch Eclipse. Okay, it is open. Good. Now, let us see in Selenium. Let us create. See here. See where you should use this red bus. Let me take red bus. Open URL is there right here. Okay. What this statement will do? This statement will create a driver object, and it will launch the browser also. Okay. And launches browser. Okay. Now after launching the browser, before navigating in this statement, we are navigating to some URL. Understand? So here the page loading will take place. Is it right? So here after defining the driver, after creating the driver object, we can define page loading d dot manage dot timeouts dot page load timeout. Page load timeout. It is a statement, a page loading synchronization statement. What is the statement? Page load. So we have to define here how much time you want to wait, maximum 60 value, and what is that unit of time? Time unit, comma, dot seconds. This is the statement. Page loading wait statement. Are you clear? Let me copy this statement in the document as well. This is a statement, actual statement, how we should write script, how to write in the script. Okay, gone. Are you clear? See d dot d for driver. Okay, driver dot manage dot timeouts dot page load timeout. So how much time this WebDriver can wait maximum for completing page loading process? That time we define here as 60 seconds. And what is a 60? It is a seconds. So the time unit should be defined as a second argument. Time unit dot seconds. See, these statements will be automatically populates here. You no need to write by heart this statement. So you simply d. If you type a dot, it will list out all the things. So we should select here manage. Again type dot here. Press dot. Again to list out all the methods. Then select here timeouts. Again dot. In this timeouts, you can select here page loading timeout. Understand? So like this, you can write this statement. You no need to by heart this statement. But we have to keep in mind what is a statement for page loading. This is the page loading statement. Like this, we can define page loading maximum time. How much time do you want to wait for to complete the page loading? Understand? Now let me run this script. What we are doing here, open red bus and search the bus. Now click this. See, it is waiting. Still here, page is loading here. See, look at that here. Still it is loading. So Selenium-Webdriver is not running the next step. See, it is waiting. See, as soon as that loading is completed, then it starts execution. execution of next step. Understand? Got it? Got it, Govin?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So one more thing, see, when this WebDriver is launching this browser, it is not in maximum mode, right? It is in normal mode, but I want to make it maximum size. I want to make it maximum size. So that also we can do it here. D dot manage dot window dot maximize. It is a statement. What this statement will do? It will maximize the browser. Okay, browser window. It will maximize the browser window. Are you clear? So this is a statement we use to maximize the window, and this is the statement we use. We are defining here page load timeout. Page loading timeout. We are defining page load timeout. Define page load timeout to 60 seconds. To 60 seconds. That is what we are doing in this statement. Are you clear, Govin? This is the page load timing. Okay, now, for example, the next statement, implicit wait. How to define implicit wait. How to define implicit wait. So the implicit wait can be defined here like this: d dot again manage dot timeouts dot implicitly wait. Same methods. Manage dot timeouts dot implicitly wait. So how much time you want to wait? Same parameters. 30 seconds I want to wait. For example, 30 seconds, comma, time unit dot seconds. So this is the implicit wait statement. Are you clear? How to define implicit wait statement? Let me copy this in the document. Let me define in different color the script. Okay, yeah. Are you clear? Go in. How to define implicit wait. See, we can find right more help about this implicit wait, all those stuff here in our what is that? Okay, now let me run one more time with maximum with this statement: maximize and implicit wait and page load timeout, everything. It will automatically should maximize the window now. See, it is maximized automatically. See, until this loading is completed, it will be waiting. See, now it is completed. See, it continues the execution. See, now it is not waiting because of the implicit wait. Even though we define implicit wait, it is not waiting anywhere for 30 seconds because there is no error occurred during this statement steps execution. If any error occurs, only then it will wait for 30 seconds. Understand? That is a implicit wait. See, I will show you the more help about this. What is that? Go to selenium-hq.org. Documentation. Go to documentation. So here you can see about all the things: implicit wait, with more details you can find. If you can find some time, even you can refer this documentation as well for more right in detail understanding. Selenium WebDriver, implicit wait. Where is this one? See, explicit and implicit waits. Go there. Explicit, implicit. What is that one? Implicit. See, you no need to write implicit wait for every line. Understand? When this implicit wait will be occurs, if any, what I define here, if any issue in the execution, means we can mention very clearly web element identification particularly. Okay, if there is an issue in web element identification during the step execution, if there is any web element identification issue at any step, execution, then this waiting time will be applied automatically for entire script. You no need to write multiple implicit wait statements. If you write one implicit wait statement, that is enough. That is applied to all the steps in the script. Are you getting my point? See, here you are applying this implicit wait to this driver. So wherever you use this driver in all the steps, for all those steps, this implicit wait will be applied automatically. That means you are not defining this implicit wait only for this next statement. You are defining here implicit wait statement to this driver. So wherever you use this driver in all the steps, this implicit wait will be applicable. Understand the point here? That means it is like a global statement. It will be applied for all the steps in the script. Implicit wait. Understand the point here,
Okay,
Govind?
at the same time,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. At the same time, we can use both the implicit wait and page load time also,
Yeah, we can
or
see.
either.
No. We have to use both. We can use both. See, page load timeout is for waiting for the loading of the page. This implicit wait is
Mhm.
if there is any web element identification issue at any step. See, for example, I will change this one. Okay. See, I am changing this. What is that? I removed n in this ID. ID value I modified now. I removed n character. So what will happen? This step can be executed successfully now. I
No.
removed n here. Correct. So that means ID value is not defined properly, not correctly. So when this Selenium WebDriver will try to run this statement, this element cannot be found. Is it right? Because ID value is wrongly defined here. So that element cannot be found. Whenever that element cannot be found, what implicit wait will be applied? If you add this implicit wait in the script, we already added this statement in the script. So whenever this statement is running, this element cannot be found. So this wait statement will be applied. So Selenium will be waiting for 30 seconds. Now let us see that. Is it waiting or not? Let me check that. Understand the point?
For every statement, it will wait for. Yeah, for every statement, it will wait for 30 seconds, sir.
If
For
any
every
error,
statement.
if any
Read
issue,
or
if there is any issue in that statement to identify the element,
okay, that time only. Okay.
it is not waiting on every statement or by default. When it will wait, if any element cannot be identified properly, see that here. It is this element cannot be identified.
Okay.
Two element. So now it is waiting. After some time, it will throw error. After 30 seconds, it will throw error. Where is the console? Where is the console, ma? Yeah, now console is displayed. See that. Now only displayed. See, now only it is throwing. See that here. Timeout. See, 30 seconds it is waiting. After timeout of 30 seconds, it will throw error. Unable to identify. See that, unable to identify element with ID selector. N is missing here. So timeout. What is the command duration? 30 seconds. See, it is waiting for more than 30 seconds, almost 30.18 milliseconds. It is waiting. It is not throwing this error immediately. When it is throwing this error after 30 seconds. Understand? Suppose if I
So
remove
what
this,
is the use, sir? What is
what is the
no? What is the use, sir? Before 30 minutes displaying error, after 30 minutes 30 seconds displaying error. The both are same only, right? So anyhow we are getting the error only. We cannot avoid the error. We cannot simply, it won't skip the error and it won't go further further steps, right? It won't, the cursor won't be moved to further steps, right?
Yes, yes, you are right. You are right.
That
See,
is
one second, one second. See,
what.
in our example, we defined here wrong ID value. That's why the error is mandatory. Even it wait for 30 seconds, or even if it don't, it won't wait for 30 seconds. Understand? Suppose if there is a situation like this element. See, for example, when I click this button, it displays this element. Correct? Table. Correct? Is it right? For example, to display this table, if the application takes some time, sometimes application may take a time to display this table. After clicking this window, after clicking this text box, suppose if the application is taking some time to display this table, understand my point? After clicking this text box, if the application takes sometimes it may take a time to display some elements. Understand my point here? See, there could be some dynamic elements where application may take some time to display few elements in the web page. That means few elements may be displayed after performing some action in the application. So in such scenario, we are not sure that it may take 1 second or 5 seconds or 10 seconds. So in such a scenario, this implicit statement will help us, because if you add implicit wait statement, and suppose if the element is not identified, because of that element is not visible, because of that element is not displayed, because of that, if that element is not identified, so in such a scenario this implicit wait can help us. How it can help us? If you add implicit wait statement, okay, if you add implicit wait statement, then Selenium WebDriver will not fail that step immediately. Suppose if this element is not identified, because of that element is not displayed in the screen, then I don't want to fail that step immediately. I want to wait for some time. Maybe within 30 seconds that element can be visible, or that element can be displayed within 30 seconds of time, after 10 seconds or after 15 seconds or 20 seconds. So in such a scenario, this statement might be passed. Is it right? Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, in such scenarios this implicit wait will be useful. Yes, your point is right. Sometimes implicit wait is not good. When it is not good, suppose if this id value is wrongly defined, then definitely it will wait for 30 seconds, but still that element cannot be identified. Understand? So in such scenario, why we have to wait unnecessarily for 30 seconds? Is it right? So that is some disadvantage. Implicit wait, that means when we can use this implicit wait, we are not sure when or in which step the error may occur. That means the element issue may occur, the element identification issue may occur, we are not sure. I am not sure. So in such a scenario, you can use this implicit wait. Suppose if you know very clearly this destination element will take some time to display in the screen, I am very sure that this destination element will take some time to display in the screen. So in such case, we should use here explicit wait instead of using implicit wait. When we should use implicit wait? If you cannot predict, if you cannot predict when the element identification issue may occur. Understand? That is the important point. That is good point. When we should use this implicit wait? if we cannot predict where element identification issue may occur in the script execution. Are you clear? Okay. Due to synchronization issue. Synchronization issue means what is that? What is synchronization? Application is very slow. Application takes some time to display that element. That kind of issue. Understand? Synchronization issue means application takes more time to display elements. Understand? Are you clear now? When we should use this implicit wait? Understand clearly, Govind?
Yes, sir.
See, generally, as you said, there is some disadvantage of implicit wait. Because what is the disadvantage? What is the disadvantage of implicit wait? Since it is applicable for all steps in the script, is it right? Okay, so it may Selenium WebDriver may wait unnecessarily sometimes more time in the script execution. Are you clear? So this is the disadvantage.
Yes, sir.
Understand me clear? What is the use, when to use it, and what is the
Yes, yeah.
disadvantage, and what is the script of implicit wait. So it is very important in interview point of view also, Govin. In Selenium's, right? In Selenium point of view, interviews, definitely you could expect this synchronization point. What is the synchronization point, and what is the page loading? What is the statement of page loading statement? What inputs we have to pass using Java, and what is implicit wait? How to use it? When to use it? What is the disadvantage of implicit wait? What is the implicit wait? Okay, are you clear? It will be applied for
Sir,
all
if
the
there is,
steps.
sir, if there is any error,
Yes, ma.
yeah. Sir, if there is, yeah, if there is any error, don't we have any synchronization point to skip that error and to go to further synchronization point to
What,
skip
ma?
that error and go to the go to further steps to execute them?
Yes, right. We have
Actually, now we are having the error, right, sir? Some identification error.
yeah, yes, ma. Govin, we have
Yeah,
discussed in core
yeah,
Java.
but
We discussed in core Java exception handling, right?
sir, voice is breaking.
No, ma. In core Java,
Uh, uh,
we discussed exception handling, right? Try catch.
yes,
Understand? See,
yes,
if
sir.
I define here try catch, try
Mhm.
catch. See, actually, we should add these statements to every JavaScript, to every Java function.
Okay.
Catch exception E. Import it. We have to import it. E is caps, I guess. Exception E.
Okay, sir. Those things will be. Okay.
System dot out dot print line. E dot. We can print E dot message.
Okay.
E dot message. Get message. Get message. That means I'm displaying. See, whatever the action you want to do, if any error occurs, the control will come directly here immediately. it won't run next step. If any error occurs in this statement, understand, the Selenium automatically the control will come to this catch block. Here you can define whatever you want to do whenever error occurs. Understand? So this is how we handle errors, right, in Java. So the same thing should be applied in our Selenium script also. You got the answer for your query.
Yeah, whatever the rest of the statements are example, I am having the 10 statements. Out of 10 statements, second statement only error is having the error. Rest of the statements is good statements. Okay, because of that second statement error, the rest of statements unable to execute. So how,
Correct.
I want those statements also to be executed. What is the solution?
Oh, in that case, see, if any error occurs, still if you want to continue that one execution, right? But in
Yes, sir.
Java, it won't say if there is any, see, if it is the case, so you have to write here some steps. There is one more block, final, right? We can write here final. One more block we can define here. What is this final? We can define one more
Yeah.
block, final block.
Okay.
Is it right?
This is exception handling, right, sir?
See here, you can define whatever the steps you want to execute. Even if any error occurs in this try block statement, in this try block statements, still you want to do some execution. Understand? So in such scenario, you have to define those steps here in the final block. That is the only way that we can do in Java. If any error occurs, it won't continue the next step by default. If any error occurs in the Java function in the try block, it will come out from the try block immediately. So it will come out and it will come to this catch block. Here you can define whatever you want to proceed. After that, after this error occurs, still I want to execute some other steps. Then you can define those steps in the catch block, or you can define some steps in the final block. What is the final block? Whether the error occurred or not occurred, this final block will be executed before end of this function. Before end of the function execution, this final block will be executed. That is the way how we can execute some steps even if any error occurs. But it is not possible to execute the next step where error occurred. Suppose if the error occurred in this statement, you cannot proceed to execute these steps. It's not possible in Java, because Java won't allow to proceed the execution if any error occurs. If any error occurs, it is zero error tolerance. Zero Java. That's why it is very secure language. Why? Because it will find out and it will stop the execution immediately if any error occurs. Got the point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if there is any error occur, if there is any issue, definitely you have to, what is that? You have to fix that error. We cannot escape, you cannot ignore the error in Java program. It is not possible at all. We can't ignore the error.
Now,
If any error occurs, that error should be fixed.
I continue. I thought it will continue. It will continue, and at last, finally, it will throw what are the errors. Since we can go for the break, right? Aram say we can start the execution and we can go for break. After that, we can see what is the output. It will execute all statements, and finally, it will give the errors.
No.
Like that, I heard in the QTC.
No, it is not possible in Java like that. That's why I'm telling. If there is any error in the statement in Java program, definitely you cannot execute, you cannot continue the execution, because that is a Java feature. It won't allow if any error occurs. If there is any error in the script, in the program, it won't allow you to execute, to continue the execution by ignoring that error. Understand?
Sir, as you said, final. As you said, sir, as you said, if you use the final means we can continue, sir. If you use the final.
Yeah, that's what Masi. Here catch block, inside catch block, what we are defining, if any error occurs in the try block, then what steps you want to execute, those steps you can define in the catch block. And inside final block, what we will be defining, These are the steps I want to run always at the end of this function, whether if any error occurs or not occurs in the try block. This final block will be executed always before end of the function. That is the final block. Are you clear?
Mm. Okay.
Understand?
Yeah. Okay, sir.
See, suppose if you want to control the execution, see, instead of that, suppose I want to check that whether this element is displayed or not. If this element displayed, then I want to run this statement. If this element is not displayed, then I want to go to the this statement. Like that we can do, because it is not error. I am checking that whether that element is displayed or not. If it is not displayed, execute this step. If it is displayed, execute this step. Like that you can move the control, okay, from one statement to another statement. Depends upon some verification. So that verification is different. But in this scenario, error, if any error occurs, then there is no way to ignore that error and continues the execution. Understand? We will see that later how to do that verifications. In the verifications you can
Mm.
check that whether this element is displayed or not, whether this element is enabled or disabled. If it is enabled, click it. If it is not enabled, don't click that. I want to skip this step, I want to go to the next step. Like that we can do some if conditions. Understand? By using verification statements. That is different. Verification statements are different.
Okay.
But now this implicit wait handles if any error occurs. This implicit wait is applied if any error occurs at any step in the element identification. Then this implicit wait is applied. Understand the point? That is a point. Implicit wait, about the implicit wait.
Okay.
Are you clear, Govin? Now, don't get confusion.
Yes, sir.
The implicit wait is just
Okay.
simply applicable for all the statements. When it will be applied, if there is any issue or error in the web element identification at any step, then this implicit wait will be applied automatically by default. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, that's it for today's session. We discussed two important concepts: page loading and implicit wait. How to write the implicit wait statement, and what is the use, what is the disadvantages, and what are the different options of synchronization in Selenium WebDriver. And these two options we'll discuss next session, Monday. Okay,
Okay, sir.
explicit wait and sleep we will see on Monday. After these two things, then we will see verifications, how to automate verifications. Those things we'll see on next session. Okay,
Okay.
Govin.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, man. That's it.
Sir, one.
Tell me.
Okay, sir. Sir, in that general question, the test estimation, do we have any idea on the finding the days, how many days for the test case creation and execution, sir? Any formula do you know, sir?
Yeah. Yes, man.
Actually,
Estimations we have to
uh,
do. Depends on how we are doing estimations, based on the number of steps in the test case, based on the
yeah,
complexities of the application, technical complexities. Suppose
yeah,
if it is a QTP, we may have some estimation. If it is Selenium, estimation will be different. If it is a
yeah,
Selenium
then,
per day, we can automate some 40 to 50 steps in the test case.
okay. Sir, manual testing point of view, I'm asking, sir, do we have any formula, sir? For example, I'm having the 50 test cases, sir. Okay,
Mm,
50 test cases.
mm.
For that 50 test cases, how many days required? So how to calculate, sir? Do we have any formula, sir?
Yeah, that's what.
Actually, the
Yeah, that is what I'm telling,
mm,
Govin. See, that depends upon
mm,
the tool. Suppose you are automating using Selenium. Using Selenium,
mm,
you want to estimate the test cases automation, how much time it will take to automate the test cases. In that case, we have
mm,
to. That's what I'm telling. I'm giving the general. If it is a Selenium per day, you can be able to automate 30 to 40 steps.
mm,
If the steps are simple
okay.
steps, are you clear?
Mm, yeah.
If it is a QTP, we can be able to automate some 40 to 50 or 50 to 60 steps per day. If it is simple steps,
Okay.
if any steps are complex, then again the estimation will change. That means first of all the process of estimation, right? See, I
Mm,
have explained in my, what is that, in my document in one. I will show you. See, you can find some note, very useful notes about this estimations. I think so. Even in my blog, in my website also it is available. The stack.in.
Mm.
You have to go to the materials. I have not yet uploaded materials, but I have uploaded a few material, few documents. In that, I think so. It is available tutorials. I will provide you this login to
Actually,
login. Hmm? I will add your link
yeah,
here.
in my previous project, one template was shared, sir. One template was shared by
Yeah,
architect.
that's what man. The
Mm.
template can be there in the companies. They might have some template to quickly generate the estimations.
Yeah, some formula is there, sir. The formula is given like a number of test cases minus some execution is given. That how they calculate that minus some P 15 something is there. That was how it came. I'm unable to understand. Okay, sir, leave it that way. You can see.
It's
I will
not
see.
there. No, no. I have given some general way of estimation without using any templates. If you don't have any template, okay, then
Okay.
how to estimate that any automation project? I have given a general way of
Mm.
template. One second. Blog dot the stack.com, I guess. Blogspot, right? There is some, my blog is there,
Yes.
one blog, old blog, but I am not maintaining this now. What is a blogspot,
Mm.
Rima?
Spelling correct only, sir. Blogspot only.
The stack.blogspot.com, I guess. Blogspot. I have one blog there. You can find. Yes. See, one second. Not this one. Ma. Then stack.blogspot.com, I guess. One second. Not this one. See, not this also. Stacking. Nah.
So more test cases using QTP only we can execute the more
Yeah.
test cases,
See
right,
this
sir?
one. This is the blog. Okay. You can see here. Test automation.
Hmm.
See here. You can find how do we do estimation. See, this is the automation metrics. These things. How to calculate ROI
Hmm.
and yeah, this is estimation. Say that. Explain how do you estimate automation effort with examples.
Hmm.
Clear? Huh? Just you can
Yes, sir.
refer
Yes,
this
sir.
one. Example is there. Explained how it is. How do we calculate automation estimation without using any template? If you don't have any template, then see it is ROI calculations. And this is about general topics,
Okay.
automation topics. Okay, test automation.
Okay.
And VB script. It is not here. We don't have about Selenium. You go to normal thing.
Hmm.
It is my old blog. Okay, not I'm
Okay,
not
sir.
updating this blog nowadays.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Sir, but in QTP, sir, in QTP, what option I told, right? That is available in the QTP, right, sir? That the rest of the statements will be continued even
Yeah, yeah.
if
That
there is
in
any
QTP
error
it is
also. The
possible.
rest.
In QTP it is possible. If any error occurs, we can ignore that error and we can continue the execution. But in Java, not possible like that.
Yeah. So in that case, QTP is better than the Selenium, right, sir? Why the people is preferring, sir, Selenium? Since
Sel-
it's so open source method,
yeah, Selenium is free,
huh?
right?
Oh, that is the reason. Okay.
Yeah, Selenium
Hmm.
is free.
Otherwise,
QTP license is
mhm.
very costly. Costly.
Okay, okay.
Hmm?
Hmm. Sir, nowadays calls also I'm getting the mails also. QTP is more than the Selenium, sir. I'm disappointing you. Ayo, why I came for Selenium? Why I didn't go for the QTP?
No, no,
In
not like
future
that.
it will come.
Not like that. See, ma,
Hmm.
Selenium also openings are there good only because nowadays Selenium was
Hmm.
increasing now. Demand is increasing Selenium. See, QTP is there for a long time in
Okay.
the market. Okay, but now Selenium is right
Hmm.
nowadays. Now it is slowly picking up. It is improving a lot
Hmm.
in Selenium. It is increasing its share
Okay.
in the automation projects. Selenium.
Okay, sir. Okay.
See, now slowly they are moving from QTP to Selenium. Understand? There are many projects. I know
Ah,
that.
yeah.
I know that there are a lot of
Yeah.
projects who they are migrating from QTP to Selenium because of the
Oh, okay.
license cost. I know
Okay.
that
Okay.
many projects, even with my client and a lot of many clients, they are migrating
Hmm.
slowly from QTP to Selenium because of the cost to for cost saving.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Understand? So that's why
Okay.
I'm telling Selenium is
Yeah.
really good. It has good demand. Now it is demand is increasing for Selenium.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Just
Thank you.
you can make a note of
Yeah.
this blog. Okay. The stack in
Uh,
dot blogspot dot in.
okay, sir.
This is the
Yeah.
the
Sir,
stack
upload this also, sir.
the stack in
Yeah.
dot blogspot dot in. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay. Sir, this is your photo, na, sir?
Yeah, this is my blog.
Sir,
This is my old
no,
blog.
no,
Huh?
photo, sir. Having the raincoat,
Yeah, it is my photo.
sir.
Yeah, yes, yes.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay.
No, it is in
Sir,
Spain.
share, upload this video also, sir. Hmm.
Yeah, okay, okay, ma. Fine.
Hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, bye. We'll
Okay, bye,
have
sir.
next session on Monday. Okay, Monday morning 7:30. Please join quickly and sharply at 7:30. Okay.